1,000 years ago there was spruce and larch was not growing in Denmark. So most Viking ships are mainly built of pine or oak. Here in Denmark it's mostly oak. Oak is hardwood. It's very strong wood. And the way the Vikings split the wood when they make planks, they were very strong even though they were very thin. Apart from pine is lighter wood. So in some boats you see oak in the bottom and pine in the top. That means you got a strong bottom of the boat and you got the light wood in the top. That's why the masts are always made of pine. All the timber grown in a shape, all the branches. And so when it's oak, we take it from the top of the tree, from the branches. But when it's pine, when we needed pine grown in a curved form, it's the roots. Then we dig up the whole tree. Then we choose the biggest root from the pine, cut the others off, and then we dig up the whole tree.
And how long ago did they do this?
Traditionally here in Denmark now, when they're building wooden ships, I think it's 50 to 60 years ago since they stopped using grown timber. Now they glue it together. So when we make planks for a ship out of oak, we need a big oak tree. It has to be about 150 years old to get the right size. It's approximately 1 meter in diameter. And we split that into 2 1/4, 8 parts, and 16 parts if it's good. So we'll get 16 planks out of one big trunk. When it's made in that way, it'll be much stronger. But nowadays they can only saw planks out in one way, and that's because of economy and so on. I think the Vikings, they knew a lot about ships, and not only ships and sailing and so, but they knew a lot about the material, the wood. Many of the things I learned in traditional boat building for fishing vessels and so, there's some rules about the dimension of the wood and so. In Viking ships, these rules they didn't know about them and they didn't care about them because they had another understanding of the material and the wood. The ship seems very tiny, and some of the parts seems very tiny and slender, and so. And if you're a traditional Danish boat builder, you might say that this won't last, but it does. When we are building this longship, we decided that there's many parts, for example, the knees for the beams, which we are making now. I think there's almost 80 of them. And we decided that we make 10 of them. They're all made out of branches, small branches or bigger branches. So we took 10 smaller branches in the right shape and said, those have to be cut out with an axe from while there's still bark on it. And the other 70 we made with a chainsaw, so we cut it out with 2 parallel sides. So we could take that into the bandsaw, and then it goes much faster. It's more like mass production in that way. But we took 10 to make documentation, to film it and so on, and also that each of us can try to make it out with an axe. Often when you just stand with one piece from a Viking ship, from a big Viking ship like we're building now, which is standing with one piece, comparing it to one piece that they put in a modern boat, it'll be looking very, very different. And a modern boat builder that makes expensive ships for Italians or Americans here in Denmark, he would say that it should be made out of stainless steel or aluminium or another material, and that has to be smooth and nice and so. And here you have to think in another way, because we know that all parts are looking very organic, and there's not 90 degrees angles on the things, and they look nice in another way, but that's because of the material and thinking of the strengths in the construction in another way. In the very modern boat building, when they use fiberglass or gluing techniques, and so there's not many things that you can compare except for the knowledge of how a ship hull is moving in the water. 40 or 50 years back, many of the tools were the same as 1,000 years ago. I mean, a hammer is a hammer. There's nothing to that. And there's one big difference that, for example, the saw, it came around 1400, I think. And they didn't have any useful saws in the Viking time. That might be the main difference. Axes, they still used axes here in Denmark in boat building 50, 60 years ago, but that was the adze they were using mostly for a few things. An ordinary axe, it didn't use much. I think that stopped 100 years ago. And some of the decoration on Viking ships, it's the same. Some of the things they used in jewelry and so. Or sometimes it's the lines and so in this kind of decoration. I think it's very beautiful, but sometimes it looks very clumsy to me when it's put into other things, and so maybe it's just a routine of doing these things that can make it look all right. But yeah, I like some of the lines that